Here come the cyclists.
So now we're going to shift gears a little bit from transportation to talk about land use and food. My name is Julia Pasciuto, and this last semester I've been working in the Los Angeles Department of City Planning with Occidental's Regina Freer. And I've been learning about the planning tools which are shaping LA's future and can help make the city more livable. Although climate change is a global problem, cities can use planning to address issues of sustainability. My generation wants to live in dense, urban, sustainable, and accessible cities. We want to see bike lanes on every street. We want accessible transit, and we want housing that is close to this public transit. We want new buildings to have energy-efficient materials, and we want older buildings retrofitted to become more energy efficient. We want polluting industries far away from schools and residential neighborhoods. We want lots of green space in every neighborhood, whether it is South LA or West LA. These are all elements of green and equitable cities. This is what, as the planning department puts it, real planning is all about. Urban planning isn't just a tool to build houses and civic centers. Global leaders must realize that urban planning is one of the tools with the greatest potential to combat global warming and promote sustainability, social equality, and economic justice. LA is a national leader in this arena, and I hope that you'll bring the message of LA's efforts to Copenhagen and get the mayors of the world's greatest cities to cooperate rather than compete to attract green jobs and promote sustainable human environments.
No question about it. When you look at land use, and we will do that, we will advocate for those policies. Think about this. This is the quintessential city of sprawl. Everybody lives in the outer rings of the region. They come into the city to work and they go out. And more, we're also going out to the outer regions. The housing out there, the jobs here. Putting jobs closer to housing, creating walkable neighborhoods, shopping next to housing, next to jobs, next to public transportation. That's the future. I call it elegant density. Some of the homeowners groups criticize me and call it overdevelopment, but it's really not. It's called smart growth, and it's where the world's going, everybody. And if you want to do something about climate change, I mean, that's another way of being more efficient with the energy that we have. And every place should have green space. And even if it's just a little plot of green space, trees, it's important. So, yes.
Hi, thank you for being here. My name is Elissa Chandler, and I'm glad you like my dog Persimmon. I am concerned that... That's Persimmon? We love you. Yeah. I had 2 of those. Yeah, very sweet. Caramelo and butterscotch. The food names are great. So I'm concerned that after transportation, our food systems consume more fossil fuels than any other sector of the economy at 19%. It is time that we moved away from a system that was heavily dependent on dirty fossil fuels and toward one that is more reliant on local, free, healthy sunshine. Over the course of the last 9 months, we've established a vegetable garden here on campus. While it is much too small to feed the student body at large, we're using it mainly as an educational tool to promote healthy, sustainable living to local elementary school students. Also, we've diverted thousands of pounds of waste from our school cafeteria through our composting program, and the garden actually uses less water than the lawn that was in the space previously did. We are so happy and proud that you've supported school gardens across the city of Los Angeles, but we believe that Los Angeles can become the community garden capital of the world and serve as a model for other cities that want to promote urban agriculture and sustainable farming. During World War II, 40% of produce consumed in the United States came from victory gardens in people's backyards. We believe that in a city like Los Angeles, with ample sunshine and plenty of small open spaces, that 40% can become a reality again here in Los Angeles. We're also proud to have worked very closely with your administration, especially with Alexa Del Witch over there, to develop the Los Angeles Food Council, Policy Council, which is helping to ensure that there's healthy food that is accessible for everyone. While in Copenhagen, we hope that you impress upon other leaders that small organic farms are very important and that it doesn't take a commercial farmer to produce food. Anyone with a small space, even a container with some dirt at the bottom, can create healthy local food.
You know, we just put together with the Food Council an effort with the farmers markets and restaurants in the area, and just folks who want to address not only more sustainable gardening and food source development, but also to address hunger in LA, which, as you know, is a big issue. And so, yes, we will raise these issues in Copenhagen because they're issues that all of us are grappling with, even in, you know, in the richest nation in the history of the planet. So, yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Derek Singleton. I'm here to talk to you about green jobs. As a graduating senior, I, like many of my peers, am most concerned, particularly in this economy, of finding meaningful work and a career in the green economy. Every industry here in Los Angeles can be green to some extent, even the music and entertainment industry, which is so key to the LA economy. As part of my senior thesis, I'm exploring how greening the music industry can produce jobs and simultaneously encourage mainstream society to take actions towards sustainability. Taking steps to make every industry here in Los Angeles more sustainable will not only be good for our environment, it will be good for our economy. The message that I would like for you to take to Copenhagen is that creating green jobs for the youth of America and the world is vital to restoring the health of our environments and our economies. Thank you.
Actually, thank you, and we will raise that issue. Look, in a city with a 14% unemployment rate, in a nation with a 10.5% unemployment rate, in a world in economic crisis, with the joblessness growing in almost every part of the world, making the connection between climate change and global warming and developing the technologies and the jobs to get us out of this recession and to generate stronger economies around the world is the challenge before us. Part of what's taken us so long, and I said I got involved, you know, in 1994 on these issues, is that we had this strong, very powerful movement defending the status quo, saying that if we did these things, moved away from an over-reliance on foreign oil, moved toward more sustainable energy sources, more sustainable development, they had one reason after another, many of them economic, about why we couldn't and shouldn't do that. And so we've learned a lot over those years. And making the case for jobs and green jobs and where the growth jobs are in the economy is a big challenge. And that is one of the central points of why I will be there in Copenhagen. And I want to thank you all so much. As you can tell, I'm having a good time. I love coming. I so rarely get to a college campus anymore, you know. And I should, just because it's like food. It's like sustenance. And it's great to be here, and I thank you all for coming. I really, what I said in my prepared remarks, let me say again from the heart, this is a great institution of young people, many of whom don't just want to get a good education. They want it to be relevant to their lives, and they want to make a difference, and that's important. I tell people, you know, it's not enough to be a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher. If you're not making a difference, then you just, it's nice. If you're making a difference, you're bringing value. You're adding value. And this is an institution that's always saw that as important. So thank you so much. Good to see you all. Bye-bye.